I'm a bit confused as to why she needed to do it in the US. Some time ago, a father donated a part of his liver to his daughter. They did the surgery, but I think she still died. So I think the surgery can be done here. Maybe they took too long to do the other young lady's surgery and it got too far. But I'm sure they can do those surgeries here. Is it that she didn't want to do it here? And for the most part, when you have health insurance, it can cover overseas. But I think you have to pay up front and then claim back. I think that's the case. Why the JCF really couldn't help her though? It's really very sad. Such a young, promising person, and that happened to her. But I don't know. To be poor is a crime in this country.
Boy, upon that topic, we just need some more information. My view says she not an insurance, but me have to wonder if the waiting where she have to wait. She never in line early enough to get a liver transplant. Cause if I insurance, them drop the ball again. Because with freedom connection with the US, it's not supposed to be difficult. Worse is a member of the security force. Cause as according to Kanjo, him a link with the American them. We get for them wanted prisoner them and for we so-called wanted gunman them. So the officer, or I tell you, sometimes you take a job and the worst thing. That's why I say security job. No sir. Not take them thing that brother.
More than likely, I take too long with her, man. You see, cause probably if the situation it get under control in time, she wouldn't lose her life. So basically, I take too long.
So this is a most unfortunate situation. And as it is in the case of grief and great distress and sorrow, we always look for a scapegoat. We always look for someone to give the blame. Who do we blame? Do we blame the healthcare system in Jamaica? Do we blame the healthcare system in America? Do we blame the government of Jamaica? Do we blame the government in America? Do we blame the family? Everybody had a little part to play. But this is just another example of how ridiculous the healthcare system is in Jamaica. When it comes to organ transplant, there are a lot of moving pieces to organ transplant. And a lot of people who don't understand will quick to blame this and quick to blame that. But we should always remember, when you're battling something terminal, who's going to pay for it? Once it is established who's going to pay for it, oftentimes the process gets a little bit easier. But if the question is not answered on who's going to pay for it, then the family is going to be more distressed. They're going to be financially distressed and emotionally distressed. Now, for this police officer in particular, I don't know too much of the backstory than what is presented. I don't know how long she's been in the force. I don't know what's the health coverage for her through her job, because I am certain that the Jamaican Constabulary Force has health insurance for medical coverage in Jamaica. Now, to my knowledge, I don't know if there's an organ registry in Jamaica. If it is, it's not commonly known to the public. And then with an organ registry, who is going to be eligible for it? Because even if there was an organ registry in Jamaica and there were availability of organs, who would pay for it? Organ donation, organ transplant, the whole process is very expensive. It is very, very expensive because you only get one liver and somebody has to die for you to get a liver. And the other piece is that your body type. Will your body reject the organ? Will you have healthy enough people that they can donate their organs when they die? It's a lot of moving pieces. So let's look on organ donation and an organ registry in Jamaica. Number one, healthcare would have to be available to way more people, or some funding to offset the cost for organ transplant because it's very expensive. There's money for the procedure itself, and then the post-operative care. It's expensive, and you have to see a hepatologist at intervals, and who's going to pay for that, you know? So that has to come with funding or the availability of insurance and a lower deductible for people. So it's not just have insurance, because if you think about the deductible, out of pocket expenses that you have to meet before the insurance can chip in. um there's no registry in Jamaica, obviously. That's why she come America. So I don't know if the government can look into that, but then the people were eligible to donate their organs to, because number one, your body have to be a certain health standard to be an organ donor, and then the person dies, are they a match for the living recipient? You don't know. And also the long-term care, the facility. So the healthcare system in Jamaica as is pretty dire. So now for us to add on the piece of post care for organ transplant, that is a total different ball game. No, it says that she had to come back to Jamaica because she had no insurance in America. And unfortunately, the family was grasping at thin air because it's hard enough for people living in America to be on the registry for organ donation, much more a visitor for medical purposes to the States. So she would have been at the bottom of the barrel. Organ transplant is not just you just get one organ willy-nilly. You have to do a lot of pre-testing. You have to make sure that you pass certain standard just to receive the organ. And then also after you receive the organ, then you have the whole point of, will your body reject the organ? The post care that comes after organ transplant. So it's a lot of moving pieces. And I know that people want to blame this and blame that, but who do we blame? We already know we have a shitty healthcare system. The girl that had where her and her siblings, the house got burnt down and she had to be transported. There was an organization that paid for that surgery and paid for the post care. So that was a case that was already taken care of. So that's self-explanatory. For other people who are in acute organ failure, be it kidney, be it liver, be it heart failure, whatever it is, they are also in standing order to be recipients of new lung, new liver, new kidney, new whatever it is. And it's just that number one, either there's no match, or number two, there's no money even if there's a match. One of my friend, he has end-stage kidney disease and he gets dialyzed twice per week. And his sister, who thank God turned out to be a match, and him live America, I'm a citizen, and him still await for the other moving pieces that they just got to go ahead a few years ago that the sister is a match. And then the sister has to be at a standard to even give one of her kidneys. So for people who don't know the moving pieces in organ transplant and organ donation, honor just sit this one out, please. It is most unfortunate that the family didn't appeal to someone with influence, because them a tap and rose pan little nobody for look of foolishness. So I'm sure if they did bring it to them TikTok world or whatever world, they would have tap and rose pan it and getting whatever donation. I don't know what the family did or whatever it is, but this is just another example of our failed healthcare system or failing healthcare system. It's most unfortunate, but just getting a liver is not like getting one like a windshield wiper or one side mirror glass. It's a lot of moving pieces to get one liver.
You can survive on a piece of liver, sweet pea. Because remember the dad that I spoke of, his piece of him liver him give to him daughter. So you can, hello, if one of your kids needed a liver and you could give them a piece of yours, you're going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not asking nobody to risk them life, but you can donate a piece of your liver to somebody. And what I said, the first time I saw it, I was saying to myself, why one of her relatives not try to give her a piece of theirs? But I mean, I'm sure there would be other factors, and like you said, there might not be a perfect match. But I mean, I don't know why your sibling wouldn't be a perfect match, but we don't know what the intricacies of this case are, so we can only speculate. Because I don't think the family would have sat there and allowed her to die. So there must be more to it than we know. It's just unfortunate that she had to die, but it sounds as if it was the money that was the problem because she wanted to go overseas to do it. And maybe it's for the same reason that the dad and the daughter tried it here and she passed, so they figured that they had a better chance of survival if she were to go overseas. Maybe that's the case, but she just couldn't come up with the money, you know. It's just unfortunate, but I do know that you can survive on a piece of liver.
Yes, you can give a piece of liver if your liver is at a certain percentage where it can still sustain itself. If you have end stage liver disease, a piece of liver will be of no help to you. So we don't know the background into her story unless our chat open in front of we, and those with medical experience can actually go through it and explain. We don't know how damaged her liver was before them actually get the telltale signs. Sometimes people sick and then I realize maybe she had abdominal swelling, maybe our skin yellow. We don't know. We don't know how acute her case was before them take it up into hand and I try Russia or America. So there's that piece too, and everybody can live on peace, a liver and peace, a somebody lung or whatever it is. Something you need the entire organ. So we now gonna say family could have give this and for what good for the goes, no good for the gander and somebody's story. I hate when we do this false equivalency. If it didn't work for that the family, no means it gonna work for that family here. Maybe all that family needed was a piece of liver, but she need a whole organ itself.
Morning, 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 my view, morning. Boy, this one touch me. This one touch me. How me say touch me, I mean touch me. Yo, because you don't have an insurance, you know you work with the government and you can't get a medical insurance, no insurance, medical assistance. No, this not right. I don't think this is right. It's wanna touch me, man. It's wanna pain me heart. Let me read it. 26-year-old constable died from a liver transplant because she wanted a liver and have the money to deal with it. Oh God, man. And the state couldn't help her. Me not like that one. That one that touch me. I tell you the honest truth. That's it. But then again, opportunities are there for us as government workers to get an health card and have an health insurance. So we have to look at it both sides, three sides. I understand. But it really touched me. Yeah.
Let me say this in regards to the view of this constable. Jamaica's system, medical system is very lacking, and for them to not have insurance is very awful because if it was in America, a lot of all the Americans would have to have life medical insurance working in the government system. The government here should have medical insurance for their workers, all police officers, doctors, persons of necessity should have in medical insurance. So if you're a doctor, you don't have medical insurance, you can't get certain help. If you don't have money, that should not be right. That should not be right, and that is not good for our members of the forces. That cannot be right. All because she did not have insurance, she could not go on the transplant list. This is what should be talked about. This is what should be talked about at the next meeting for the members of parliament. This is what we should talk about. This should be on loudspeaker. This is what the officer should be talking about, or people for should be talking about, instead of raise of pay, raise of money, raise of this, raise of that. They should be talking about that. So it's like you have to have your own personal insurance, else you don't have anything. Down to call center, they have health cards and things like that. They should have medical insurance. They should have medical insurance for the members of the forces. A lot of them are facing a lot of very serious medical conditions and would need help.
Well, my take on this is that it's surprising. I didn't know that they don't have medical insurance. As police officers, I thought that they would have that. And if not, why when them accept her in the force, I knew that she had this liver problem or liver disease. Why they didn't try and get her the medical insurance at that time in case of any emergency, you know, that could render assistance to her. It's sad though. It's very sad. No look good at all, at all, at all.
Sister Shelley, second that. Me no know how them have no insurance policy for them GCF member. I don't know how them don't have any policy to cover them little thing there. You understand me I deal with, so them not get no good pay. Them not have no health insurance. So therefore this community, that's why them take money from road, so that is why the little taxi man them and the little bus man them feel it a road, so. You understand what I mean? And the little drugs man them and the little promoter man them who keep them that. That is why we feel it, so brother. You understand what I mean? That's why when man go in the force, them try to make millions, quite jubillions out of the force. You understand? Because them know say, if them get sick a morning, them depend on their own. I hear that thing that. I hear that the government themselves could have step in, just like how them keep them big labor right conference, where them sell out the whole of stadium and them PMP conference, where them sell out whole of stadium. Them have money to give them gunman friend. Them could have all from both parties. Man, I talk one party, dirty PMP and dirty labor right. Show and power. You understand? Could have come together and donate something. One to some of them bank here, them organization here. You understand? Me I talk about like courts. You understand? Me I deal with Scotia, NCB. You understand? Me I deal with some of them big car company, rental company, budget. You see what me I deal with? Yes, some of them big rental car. No for them people are Pegasus, Wyndham. You understand me? I deal with no for them couples hotel. No people could not pitch in, brother. Cause the end of the day, you know, the police this was protecting a brother. Everybody, you know. Everybody business. Everybody business. It didn't turn out, hey, it didn't turn out that all a man was get 100,000. If everybody did for those pitch in, it wouldn't cost them nothing. But this when them a look them promotion, when them use thing a keep, and certain thing a keep, you want to see how them jump on with them big money quick. You see what me I deal with, but the police would help protect them on the road. Them find that interested for you know. My view, it's a sad story, my view. It's a sad story, you know. Sad story, man. That's why the man them have to rob a road, so that's all me can tell you. That's why the man them have to take it pan taxi man and bus man. You understand? And promoters. You see what me I deal with? Them have to take it pan them, so and when they find the big drugs money them and the drugs them not carrying the whole light, them carrying some and put some in them pocket. You can't blame them. Me can't blame them.
My Uncle Jerry, when time me hear it, me have to rewind and listen again because I couldn't believe say police not no medical insurance. Would they drop the what them a do? Them not no medical insurance. What kind of country this? I tell me say the young lady sick and nobody could help her out. And after she did, only her colleagues them. So they never reach out to none of them place, yeah? Big organization here for help her out. And she go foreign and why me no know? It's sad though. It's sad in another country. That's why enough them young man don't want to know police and soldier, you know. Because they say they not have no only pa benefit more while. And them have to dig and scrape and take it from people.
This is so sad. And I want to say that I think working with government under all you're supposed to have a medical insurance. I believe that. Unless she joined the force late, that's why she don't have it. But it is so sad.